How's it going, guys? Jake here, Dude Ranch DIY. It is a beautiful winter day here in southwestern Connecticut. If you watched the last video, you saw me, Arnold, and Chris doing a mad dash for about 2 hours where we were moving logs, cutting up logs, and also splitting and even a little bit of stacking into IBC totes. So if you haven't seen that video, check back. I think it was video number 59, if I'm not mistaken. And this will be my 60th video, which is actually kind of hard to believe. Well, I think it'll be 60, either 60 or 61. But at any rate, it's hard to believe that I got here. I hope everybody had a nice New Year. I think this video will probably be posted after New Year's Eve, which is tomorrow. But as you can see here, I got the Kubota L3901, a full IBC tote of ready to burn ash, and the Sure-Trac low profile HD 7x14 dump trailer, ready to go, backed into the wood yard, and we are going to load up a cord of firewood and take it on delivery to the neighboring town. So without any further ado, I'm gonna grab my ratchet strap that I use to strap up the totes, and I'm gonna secure it to the pallet forks, and then we'll get to dumping. Now, I know some of you guys have suggested that I use some type of hook and chain thing that would be a little bit more permanent. Some of you guys suggested that I actually weld on like chain hooks here. That way I can just chain the tote. Those are all great ideas. By no means am I against doing any of those. I just simply haven't had the time. The amount of people that are calling me for firewood is truly astounding. You know, this late in the season, I'm getting repeat customers from stuff that I delivered in the early fall, and just new customers from, you know, word of mouth and references, which is always a good thing, but it's made me kind of be scrambling, looking for wood and trying to find the time and the daylight to split it. But enough chit chat. I'm gonna get the strap and let's see how we do.
Okay, so for those of you who haven't seen the past videos that I've done on this, this is how I strap up the tote. I just go on the second rung up, and I bring this hook out a little bit farther forward. That way the actual ratchet isn't right here on the edge. It gives me a little bit more room to work. I feed the strap back through both of the forks back there, and then, sorry for the shaky camera, I go over here to the other side. I tried strapping it at the bottom as well as the top, and I actually found out that then the tote would be strapped a little too well, and it wouldn't all, you know, come out. By just strapping it on the bottom, it kind of pivots a little bit more. Now, you will notice that this tote is not fully cut on the front. This is not one of the totes that I normally use for loading my trailer. Those totes are sitting over there, and I might pick up one or two of those. That's actually for a buddy, and he had asked that I split the wood a little bit larger because he has a pretty big wood stove. So I'm using one of these totes that I don't normally dump out of. I don't want to cut the whole front, because then it does, as you guys have seen and kind of mentioned, that it does weaken the tote. They don't fall apart by any means, but it does weaken it by not having any, you know, structural rigidity there in the front. So with this tote, I expect it to dump, you know, pretty much about up to here. Then I might be able to get a little bit more to fall out, but I'll have to do a little hand chucking, but that's no big deal.
was actually able to get a bit more out of there than I had thought. There's only, I don't know, about 20 pieces left in here, and that's pretty good for, you know, not having the whole front cut out. I only got to load about 60 pieces by hand and get the whole rest of the cord in there by loading with the tractor, then that's good by me. All right, one tote down, 2 to go. All right, guys, so in an attempt to finally be able to take you guys on a delivery, because I've had some requests from viewers that they want to see what the surrounding landscape and area just kind of looks like, I'm going to use one of the totes that is fully cut in the front. So hopefully that will cut down on a little bit of my time here. So yeah, let me strap this up and we'll see if we can dump it. Well, we won't see if we can dump it. I know we can dump it. All right, as you can see, only 2 pieces left in the tote and 1 on the ground, but when the whole front of the cage is cut, it really makes it a lot easier for all the wood to come out. A couple people actually suggested that maybe on the totes that I'm going to dedicate, because that's how I've been doing it, I have 3 dedicated totes where I just cut out the front, and I've been using them to load wood into the trailer. That way, 1, it's easier for the tractor to dump it and it all just kind of falls out. And 2, I like to put them in the totes. That way I know I'm giving the customer a full cord, and it's just a lot easier than hand throwing it. But somebody did suggest that maybe I cut out the whole face of it, but leave just this top bar to offer a little bit of structural rigidity for the cage. That way it doesn't flex in and out as much. It really doesn't flex in and out all that much. I mean, as you can see, the tote isn't all that warped. This was still one of the old totes. If you guys remember way back, I was buying damaged totes from a supplier for really cheap because the bottoms were damaged from, you know, their first life when forklift drivers or something, you know, messed them up. So this one actually is still one of those damaged totes. It's a little bit more beat up. The last one that I used was a brand new tote, not damaged at all. So yeah, it's just a little food for thought. Maybe I'll try that, you know, when one of these totally craps out and I need to replace it. So anyway, again, enough chit chat. I'm going to take the tote off and swap it out for a full one, and we'll do it again. So I did forget to mention one thing. You probably saw on the first tote that I did, I kind of pushed it in with the actual IBC tote. That's because the first one, obviously there's nothing in the trailer, doesn't put too much pressure. All the wood just kind of slides nice and easy. With the second and third totes, I do swap it out for a pallet for those of you that are new to the channel and might not have seen my other, you know, dump trailer IBC tote loading videos. I throw a pallet on here and kind of use it as like a little pushing ramp to open up this back end of the trailer and make it easier for the, you know, tote to just fall out. So I'm going to do that now. Alright guys, well, that was pretty successful. A couple pieces fell out on the ground. Thanks for the help, Sarah.
You're welcome.
You guys remember my girlfriend, Sarah?
How could you forget?
That's what I'd say. The best looking thing on this channel.
It doesn't take much.
But, yeah,
also,
we got...
I wasn't prepared to help. That's why I'm not dressed properly.
Not in your wood
I'm
chucking?
not in my work apparel.
No.
My Carhartt.
Yeah, I got you some Carhartt for Christmas.
Yeah, you did. And you got me Kinko gloves.
Kinko gloves. Gotta get you a bigger size though. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, guys, couple, 5 pieces left in the tote, couple on the ground, but sure beats the hell out of having to throw it into there by hand, huh?
That's for sure.
You helped me a couple times to load wood in, right?
Yeah, now
Yeah.
I don't have to do that ever again.
Now you don't have to. All right, so the wood is loaded in. I am going to attach the little like GoPro kind of camera up on the log arch, and we're gonna go for a drive.
Let's go deliver it.
All right. Well, all right, guys, that's a wrap on this one. We're doing a little ending here in the truck because it's about to get dark, but I hope you guys finally enjoyed getting to see a little bit, you know, of this area. At one point there, I actually made a wrong turn, so that's why we turned around in a Boys and Girls Club. But little maneuvering, and we got the wood right where the customer wanted it and dumped out no problem. So if you guys like this stuff, give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button below. I'd really appreciate it. To all my new subscribers and old, thank you very much for the support. I really appreciate it. And comment, share below, share with your friends, comment below if you got any constructive criticism or feedback. And we'll see you here next time. I'm Jake.
I'm Sarah.
This is Dude Ranch DIY, and we'll see you next time.
Now let's go home and make some spaghetti and meatballs.
All right, let's do it. She's the boss.